Hello everyone, and today's topic is on FTTH technology. So FTTH fiber to the home technology is very popular for telecom operators for providing the high speed connectivity to the users. So today majority of broadband connectivity is being offered through the FTTH, digital subscriber line, or DSL technology, or cable modem, or even wireless technologies, 3G, 4G, and 5G are available. FTTH is the most reliable and efficient way to deliver high-speed internet access directly to the home and businesses. FTTH provides enormous bandwidth and long reach, offering the multi-play services, data, voice, or video, etc. on a single fiber. Bsnl has started FTTH service that is based on passive optical network and using the two variants of passive optical network. One is the GPON gigabit passive optical network and another is GPON gigabit Ethernet passive optical network. Driving forces, as you know, that the bandwidth hungry services are coming up like high definition TV, 4K TV or 8K TV, high speed internet access, video on demand, IPTV, ultimately going to generate a huge traffic over the network, as well as person required to support all these services huge bandwidth. So we need such a media which can support huge bandwidth. So FTTH is the most suitable, or fiber is the most suitable media to support all these services, which cannot be fulfilled by the copper wire based infrastructure using the DSL technology. So fiber to the home, so this today's fiber network is coming in a different varieties depending on termination point, like a fiber to the node, FTTN, fiber to the curb, FTTC, fiber to the building, or fiber to the home. And for simplicity, we can write it FTTX. X stands for the termination point where the fiber is going to be terminated. So FTTX. So fiber to the home, FTTH, is the final configuration of the access networking using optical fiber cable, where fiber will be running from exchange to the system premise. Fiber to the building, that is a transitional stage to the FTTH, where fiber is available up to the basement of the building, and from their onward connectivity, that connectivity is given over a metallic cable, Cat5 or Cat6 cable for broadband services, or a copper pair for voice services. Fiber to the curb means fiber is terminated at the point closer to the customer's home or businesses, such as curb or sidewalk. So where fiber is available near to the customer premises, and from there onward connectivity is available over a metallic cable. So why FTTH? So there are obvious reasons that like a fiber is supporting a huge bandwidth, so enormous information carrying capacity, and services are easily upgradable. Means today suppose you need a one service, tomorrow you may require more services. So without change of media, you can easily upgrade your services over the same fiber. Allow the fully symmetric services, means both upstream and downstream, uploading and downstream with the same speed, and as well as it become a permanent external plant, and that is also reducing your operational and maintenance cost, and whatever benefits of the optical fiber goes to the fiber to the home subscriber also. So it's a single fiber concept where a single fiber is supporting the multiple services. FTTH features a local battery backup, having a low power consumption. FTTH can be used with bundled services and is reliable and scalable and secure also. FTTH network is a future-proof architecture. So FTTH network is not only taking care of the present services as well as taking care of future services also. Around the world, FTTH in India also is also viewed as a strategic national infrastructure similar to the roadways or highways or railways. Now, technology options which are available for the fiber to the home technology. So for fiber to the home technology, first option is the home run fiber, where like a copper pair, a dedicated optical fiber or pair is available up to the premise. So in home run fiber option, it's a point-to-point network actually, and it requires more number of fiber counts to support the services. But advantage is here because a dedicated fiber is available to the users, so he can easily upgrade his services at any time. In second option is that is the active optical network, where active component is used and fiber is shared by the number of users. So a single fiber or pair of fiber will be running near to the subscriber premises, where active switch will be used for further distribution of the optical energy and then reaching over the individual users. So here a single fiber is shared by the number of users. So this option is better than previous option. Even after sharing, user will get more bandwidth. But the only problematic area is here because the switch is the active switch which requires supply. So we have to maintain the power supply to energize the switch in external plant. And the third option is the best option, and that is being used by the most of the telecom operators, that is passive optical network, where it is working over a single fiber. It's a single fiber concept here, both upstream and downstream is taking place over a single fiber, where a single fiber will be running from exchange reaching near to the subscriber premises, where there is a passive component is used to distribute the optical energy. That is passive in nature, so will not require any power supply, and that's why it is called a passive optical network. And from passive optical splitter, that will be reaching over to the different premises. So this is the most popular option, and this is the best option among all other options. So telecom operators are using this passive optical network for fiber to the home technology. So what is passive optical network? So in passive optical network, it has got three basic networking elements. One is the OLT, optical line terminal, which will be deployed inside the exchange, and another is the ONT, optical network terminal, will be deployed inside the house, that is like a modem. And between OLT and ONT, there are splitter, the third network element. Optical splitters are passive device which doesn't require any power supply. So passive optical splitter, which is splitting the optical energy into the number of parts. So it's a single fiber concept, and OLT will be connected to the single point in a Bsnl network, that is called a BNG. So that is known as a uplink connectivity. So OLT will be connected to the either to different network or to a single network by a BNG. In Bsnl, it is connected to the BNG. So splitters are purely passive in nature, so does not any electronic component, so doesn't require any supply, which is splitting the light like 1 into 2 to 1 into 4 or 1 into 8. So these splitters are basically giving a very heavy loss, because light is every time light is split into the number of parts, so the energy become just half when it is splitting into 2 parts. When it is splitting into 4 parts, so again the power become half. So at each time, at each stage, it gives a loss of 3 dB. So this is the FTTS network architecture using GPON and GPON network. So there you will find OLT is deployed inside the exchange, ONT is inside the house. ONT has got a different user interfaces. So ONT where a user can connect their devices, electronic devices. Between OLT and ONT, there are splitters. So splitters are used which are splitting the light. So it is using a single fiber. So for both upstream and downstream, upstream is that is from ONT to OLT using a different wavelength, that is 1310 nanometer, and another downstream, that is OLT to ONT, another wavelength is used, that is 1490 nanometer. So the two different wavelengths are used to support upstream and downstream traffic. Network side, it is connected to the BNG, that is broadband network gateway. So there is single point connectivity, and that is called a uplink connectivity. So upstream and downstream over a different wavelength, and technology which is used here, that is in a downstream using a TDM, time division multiplexing, in an upstream that is using a TDMA approach. So TDM and TDMA technology. So sometimes it is also known as a TDM passive optical network. And the power budget which is available between OLT and ONT, that is around 28 dB, and which is covering around a 20 kilometer distance between OLT and ONT. But by using an amplifier after 20 kilometer, so it can further extend it to next 40 kilometer. So total 60 kilometer physical reach with an amplifier, that is also known as a reach extender. So this is the FTTH network architecture. So the wavelength plan is same for both GPON and GPON technology, as well as both are using the TDM and TDMA technology. So major component of FTTH network, that is OLT, so which is deployed inside the central office, ONU and ONT, optical network unit and optical network terminal, so which will be deployed inside the house or inside the premise. And PON, that is a passive optical network, that is basically a splitter which is splitting the optical energy. And NMS is used to manage the services, to configure services and for localization, etc. So this is the ONT, where we find which is having a 4 number of RJ45 port. So 4 broadband connections can be given, 2 RJ11 ports are available. So 2 telephone connections can be given, and 1 optical port where optical line will be terminated over the ONT. Application areas. So FTTH network can be used for the all types of the applications, like a high-speed network, transparent line services, broadcast videos, multiplexers, private line, telephone, TDM telephony, IP telephony, as well as it can be used for the wireless backhaul over the passive optical network. Means we can connect the BTS like a 3G BTS or 4G BTS to the via OLT to the core network. So it can be used for the wireless backhauling also. This is a typical OLT, which is one is Alfian make OLT, old OLT, another is the Terracom OLT is there. So one card is having a multiple PON port, and each port is supporting 32 number of users, means one fiber can be shared by 32 number of users. These are the ONTs of different vendors. Now the different types of ONTs are available, having a different number of RJ45 and RJ11 ports. These are the 1:16 wall mountable splitters. So splitters are used to split the optical energy. So in one direction it is connected to the ONTs, another direction it is connected to the OLT. So these are the 2 different types of OLTs, where the PON downstream in GPON it is carrying 2.5 Gbps and 1.25 Gbps in upstream. But in case of GPON or EPON, so where in both directions it is supporting 1.25 Gbps. So finally I am concluding my session. So PON is the most popular technology, especially for the broadband access, and that promises to deliver a bandwidth for a new generation of bandwidth intensive applications such as SDTV, 4K TV, 8K TV, interactive gaming, distance learning, etc. So as it is using the passive network component, so that is simplifying and reducing the cost and maintenance challenges associated with active network technologies. So thank you very much.